With less than 6 weeks left in the summer transfer window, clubs will need to act quickly or risk leaving their targets if they hope to add new players to their roster. As we know, although Liverpool seem to have settled their business early with the signatures of Darwin Nunez, Calvin Ramsey and Fabio Carvalho, their moves in the transfer still continue. Liverpool interested in £59 million star in Manchester United's transfer target regarding replacement of Roberto Firmino. Liverpool questioned the possibility of signing Ajax forward Antony this summer. According to the latest information, the Reds have started to explore the possibility of transferring the 22-year-old Brazilian star player to Anfield, worth £59 million. After Erik ten Hag became the manager of Manchester United, there were reports that Antony's name was constantly linked to the Red Devils. However, it is stated that Manchester United are not willing to meet the high wages that Antony wants. It doesn't come as a surprise that Liverpool are moving for a player in the mould of Antony, who added Darwin Nunez and Fabio Carvalho to their ranks this summer. Sadio Mane, who left the team as he entered his last year this summer and signed a contract with Bayern Munich, still could not fill his place. In addition, considering the departure of Divock Origi, who came from the reserve and contributed to the score, the deficiency in the offensive line still continues. The Brazilian player joined Ajax from Sao Paulo in the summer of 2020 for around £14 million and has played in 78 games with 22 goals and 20 assists. Although Antony usually plays on the right wing, he can play on the left wing if given a chance. This means that he is a name that will back Mohamed Salah's wing while filling the left wing gap. It can be considered as an offensive joker. Fabrizio Romano made a bombshell statement on the subject that everyone was curious about. Liverpool have been trying for a long time to sign Borussia Dortmund and England midfielder Jude Bellingham. However, the famous journalist Fabrizio Romano explained that the transfer is more likely for the next season, rather than the current transfer window. Bellingham became one of the most valuable young players in world football after scoring 10 goals and recording 18 assists in 90 games with Borussia Dortmund. The 19-year-old has made 15 appearances for England's senior team during his unassuming career, and his progress has caught the attention of Europe's top clubs. Liverpool have been interested in the English player for a long time, but of course they are not alone in this transfer. According to reports from Spain, Luka Modric is chasing Bellingham at Real Madrid, who want him to replace aging midfielders like Casemiro and Toni Kroos. As Liverpool continues to develop young players like Harvey Elliott, Curtis Jones and Tyler Morton, Jurgen Klopp is eager to add Bellingham to the group. However, according to Fabrizio Romano, Liverpool said it would be almost impossible to sign Bellingham this summer, but a transfer in 2023 is more likely. In his speech, the famous journalist said, "Borussia Dortmund consider Bellingham untouchable as we never know what will happen in the market from now on." Jurgen Klopp also said this recently. Dortmund lost Erling Haaland to Manchester City this summer, so they want to keep Bellingham. They see him as part of their project and know that many clubs will be interested in the summer of 2023. However, it is true that a few weeks ago, Liverpool called people close to Bellingham and Dortmund to inquire about the status of the transfer. They were told it was impossible this summer, but Liverpool are very interested in Bellingham alongside other top English and Spanish clubs. And former Everton forward Kevin Campbell told Football Insider, "Jude Bellingham will be a better player as he plays in Germany for another year. Klopp loves him very much, it's obvious. If he debuts next summer, I'm sure Liverpool will be ahead of the queue to sign him. I'm sure they're investigating and Klopp got information from Dortmund. But unfortunately it is not available," he said. Liverpool agreed to a 700% profit on player sales. Liverpool had the best defence record in the Premier League last season, but in the 2020 to 2021 season the situation was completely different. Lacking Virgil van Dijk, Joe Gomez and Joel Matip last year, Liverpool's defensive line collapsed and conceded many goals. When such a scenario was realised, during the winter transfer window, the Reds brought Ozan Kabak on loan and Ben Davies on a permanent deal and received temporary signings. Now Liverpool have agreed on a deal that will allow them to make around 700% profit from the sale of Davies. According to reports, Premiership giants are trying to recruit a £4 million former Preston player to replace Calvin Bassey, who will join Dutch champions Ajax on a £20 million deal. Liverpool signed the 26-year-old for just £500,000. The surprising part is Davies will leave with no success in the Reds. On the other hand, he played on loan for Sheffield United in the Championship last season and took part in 21 matches in the league. Liverpool are preparing to make a good profit from the sale of a player they never used. Jurgen Klopp thinks he has enough depth in the defence, so the separation will be beneficial for both sides. Roberto Firmino decision approaches as Liverpool transfer target is set. Liverpool parted ways with Sadio Mane and extended Mohamed Salah's deal for 3 years this summer. The only remaining player in the beloved front trio is Roberto Firmino, whose future may sooner or later be decided. Recent reports suggest that Jurgen Klopp was forced to make decisions about Roberto Firmino's future as the Reds set another transfer target. The report mentions that Liverpool boss Jurgen Klopp may allow Roberto Firmino to leave for a striker who is on their transfer radar. It was also reported that this name is Rennes forward Martin Terrier. The 25-year-old Terrier emerged as a transfer target for Liverpool after spending the most productive season of his career at Rennes, where he scored 21 goals from a wide offensive position. His versatility in offensive positions is believed to be invaluable at Anfield. According to the information received, if the Liverpool boss decides to leave Firmino, Terrier will join the squad, but a final decision has not been made yet.